Hey guys, Mike Hanselman, owner of Small Arms Pistol Academy, and today I've got the Sig Sauer P320 XSeries pistol. For starters, just right out of the box, you guys can see that this is not a black firearm. It's more of a gray color like tungsten. And there's a reason behind that, and we'll jump into it in a second. But the color of this thing is beautiful. Absolutely love the finish on this firearm. So the tungsten, and maybe this actually goes together, maybe it doesn't, but it's something that I found kind of neat about this particular firearm. It's a tungsten infused polymer frame. So it's going to have the weight of tungsten, but it's going to have that durability more or less of what you would have for some polymer. So as far as the flex and stuff goes, it's going to be like shooting a polymer gun, but with the density of a steel frame. And I think that's pretty cool about this and what makes it so special. Now, as far as special goes, this gun is competition ready right out of the box, and it's going to come in with a price tag of around $1,000. And I mean, that's leaving the store at $1,000 for a gun that's ready for an optic. It has slide cuts and it has an awesome trigger in it. The trigger is going to have a little bit of creep right up front. You hit a solid wall, and right after that, it's just going to have a nice break, and it's light. So why don't we just jump to a video so you guys can actually see the trigger during a dry fire exercise. So here you go. This is the Sig Sauer P320. It's an X series. It is optic ready. It's got the flat trigger on it. No magazine. It is unloaded. As you guys can see, the chamber down there. And the reason why I want to actually show you this trigger, so it does have a little take up, but very little, especially compared to a lot of other brands. And then you hit that wall. So here we go for trigger. Little creep still. Solid break. I'm gonna reset that so you guys can hear the audible click. Perfect. So very light trigger overall. So you guys just took a look at the dry fire of that trigger right there, and you could see the trigger is going to be great. During that video, you could see those slide cuts, and here on this photo, you can see how the slide is cut, lightening up that slide during recoil, which is just going to make your range experience with this gun so much more enjoyable because of these features. All these features are already built from the factory, and you get the gun like this. It also comes with 3 magazines, and if you only own Glocks, you might think magazines are cheap, but a Sig Sauer magazine is not so inexpensive as a Glock, and you're going to be really happy that you get 3 of them in the box. The sights on this thing, you have a long sight radius, you have a 5-inch barrel on it, so your sight radius, the distance between a rear sight and a front sight is going to be even longer than that, which is just going to make the accuracy of this gun really enjoyable. If you want to shoot anything within 50 yards, as long as your ability is up to par, you're not going to have a problem hitting anything. All right, so what's my final thoughts on this firearm? Well, let's just be honest, guys. This is not your next EDC that you want to carry on you every single day. This has a long barrel of 5 inches. It's going to have the weight of that tungsten built into the firearm, so it's probably not what you want to carry on your person nonstop. But if you're looking for that next gun to take out to the range so that you can start engaging targets further out and having something that you can depend and rely on, going bang every time you pull the trigger, the Sig Sauer P320 X Series is definitely a gun that you might want to consider. Let's face it, guys, it's a Sig Sauer. It's built for performance and is built for that reliability. So go check one out at your local gun store. I think you're going to be really surprised at how this thing feels in your hand.